Ayo, welcome back. And if you're new here, welcome. This is Cozy Pal, where we talk about all things cozy. Basically, today I'm going to be showing you what I do for my business. Now, if you're new here and you don't know what my business is, I basically do blind dates with a book, which is, if you don't know, when you basically get a book and then you wrap it up and then have decorative stickers and words associated on the cover of that gift wrap. Great gift idea for people who are like scared of like changing genres, because if you have a specific genre like romance and you're trying to get into thriller but you don't really know what, it's a cute little like date idea. Also, it's just a good fun gift to give to yourself or to another person. Long story short, I have been selling these at my friend Patricia's booth. Patricia's a good friend of mine who has been letting me test run my blind dates with a book at her local booth. And every time I've stocked up, I have sold out, which is awesome in a way, but at the same time, it's made me like think of new ways to find these books. So how I came upon it was basically I had a bunch of books left over. I love reading just independently as a person, and I had a bunch of books that were just accumulating dust and I kind of didn't want them anymore. And so I pitched the idea to Patricia of just bundling up the books like I'd seen on TikTok and Pinterest and just having her sell them at her booth. And I honestly didn't really think much of it. I honestly didn't think they were gonna sell. But the moment the 3 books hit the shelves, they were just gone. And so we just continued that pattern until I ran out of books to sell from my personal library. Why I'm making this video is for 2 reasons: to show you the behind the scenes of like what do I do when I have a bunch of books and it's time for me to just bundle them all together and make them into a blind date with a book. I don't know, I just kind of just wanted to have a chill time while also showing you what it takes to do this, to run this business. And it's not even a full-fledged business, I'll be honest with that. It's more like a side hobby at this point, but I really do want to scale it up. I eventually want to get it my own booth, and I really want to just start making my own money, having my own actual cozy business. But for now, like, this is great. Like, I'm already having just a fun time just selling stuff with Patricia to other people. And yeah. Okay, so let's get started. So I told you guys that I went to Trader Joe's. I'm kidding. I told you guys last time that I went to a book sale with my family, and it was a local book sale, and we basically filled a bag up, and it was like for 15 bucks I just got all of these books. And what I usually do at the beginning is I just look through everything and I make sure that none of them has stickers. Like, so one of my pet peeves is just like books having stickers, especially like old stickers. They're like nasty and crusty and like just wrinkly and like, oh, I don't know. I just don't like not having a clean cover. I also don't like it when books are grimy. So books can be like really pretty on the inside and crisp, but on the outside, because they've been just collecting dust, they can get really grimy to the touch. So what I like to do first is go through each book and just see like the quality and everything and just start cleaning, as well as peeling off all the stickers. So that's what we're gonna do. Okay, so for this part, like I was saying, I like to clean off the books. Make sure you have gloves because it does get nasty really quickly if you don't. I just like to use a multi-purpose cleaner, and then I just have regular paper towels. Okay, I'll start off with some books. So this first one, The Extraordinaires. This has a sticker. This also has a sticker. So what I would usually do is I try to actually peel it off with like my nail to see if it's like compact enough or like new enough for me to do that, because sometimes the newer stickers, like the half price book stickers like this, they're usually new enough for me to just cleanly peel it off and then just, you know, clean it with the cleaner. But sometimes when the stickers are too old, I do go in with a hair dryer, I heat it up, and then usually with that I get a clean peel afterwards. So I'm gonna just start with this one. It doesn't have any stickers, which is great. It just is a little dusty. And another thing, so this is a hardcover. I do change my pricing when it comes to hardcovers because of the amount of stuff that I can put in. So the bigger the book, the more the stuff that I can put. But it is gonna cost a little bit more. Plus it is a hardcover, so you just never know. I never spray the book directly. I just spray the paper and I just swipe, just like that. It's just real gently. There you go. Yep. Boom. And you make sure to let it air dry. Like literally, you don't want a sticky cover. Yeah. I really love doing this. It's just so soothing when I get into like the rhythm of stuff. And it's like, why are you doing this? Well, because it makes me feel happy. Look, you see, this is like a perfect example of an old sticker. You can tell it's old. You can tell it's just been there for a bit. This is probably going to be hair dried for it to come off. Also, what strange placement to just have it right there. I guess she was trying to avoid just covering her face, but yeah. I got these at like a book sale, so a lot of them will have actual teachers' names or people that used to have it like in their ring numbers, so that's kind of funny. But I'm like, why would a teacher have a spicy romance novel for the kids? I don't understand that. Maybe it was like a nursing home. Because a lot of grandparents also donated to the book sale. If you have no idea what I'm talking about. So basically what I'm talking about is I got these books at a book sale one weekend. See, look at that crust. I don't know if you guys can see that or if it's even picking up, but there's crusty from a past sticker. And usually I use Goo Gone for that because I don't like scratching it. Actually it is coming off. It is coming off. Okay, maybe I don't need Goo Gone. But it scares me because I want to be delicate with these books. I don't want to like damage the cover in any way. Because, you know, like I want this to be like a nice gift for someone. When they open it up, I want them to be like, oh, book, not, ooh, this is clearly a used book that somebody bought me. Which I love used books. I don't mind them, honestly, even as a gift. I just want something that I can take care of. You know, not something that's decrepit and holes. Like falling apart like this. Obviously, like here, this also lifts up a little bit, but that's okay. It was well loved. There's no damage in there. You just may have to bend it a little bit, but other than that, you can still read it. I don't know if I'm doing a good enough job explaining any of this. Oh, this is mine. Y'all. Oh, but on the good news side, right? I did also meet up with my doctor. Met up, like we hang out all the time. But no, I went to my doctor recently for an appointment, and guess who keeps getting healthier? This girl. I'm just needing iron. I'm severely anemic, apparently, which sucks, right? But they have told me, like, obviously you can take iron pills for that, and you can do even a transfusion for that. It's up to you. And so baby steps. I'm not gonna get much into it like I always don't. This one's definitely gonna need the heater. I'm not gonna get into it as much as I always do, but yeah, I don't know. I still like updating you guys about it because it's still a big deal. Like I was saying, I think I am just going to show you what I do with Blind Dates with the Book with these 4 books, since a lot of them still have stickers that I need to do, which I will do a little later. I just want to keep this video moving along so you guys don't get bored. Because a lot of y'all get bored. A lot of y'all watch me and then you get bored, and that's okay. I know I'm not that entertaining. What is this? I thought this was like a marketing book for 2 seconds. Because it's like marketing, consumer advertising. I'm like, what is this? But then it says no. It's a bakery book, The Heartbreak Bakery. Yeah, most of these books, honestly, I saw a lot of them that were like from independent authors and stuff, which I was like, that's really cool, but also really sad because this is where they kind of go to die. But maybe some of them can get rediscovered because I'm just promoting them. Mostly, so another thing I realized was, so I have a bunch of different genres in my library. I say that very loosely. And the books that have been selling out have been all romance. So I know what the girlies want. They want romance. They either want something spicy, which understandable, girl, me too. Or they want something that is just different, like a mystery or a thriller mystery or even comedy. But here, being in Texas, the one that people gravitate towards the most is like a southern romance. And I was just like, that makes sense. That makes sense. At the book sale that I went to, I did find different genres, obviously, but I just gravitated more towards all romance in general. This one, though, this one's cool. This one looks cool. Like, it's about, like, a spy, and then, you know, obviously there's romance in it, and it's a conspiracy. And I'll be honest with you, I don't know much about it. Cool. I'm not gonna tell you what it is. I just like to read it. Nah. I don't know what I'm doing, y'all. I'm sorry. Oh, this is cute. I also got poetry. So, like, that's something else I'm trying out as well at Patricia's shop is poetry, to see if anybody actually likes being gifted poetry or not, because I know that's a taste that you kind of have to acquire. That's another one that has stickers. More stickers. Wow, is that the old? That's a Borders one. That's crazy. I haven't seen Borders in a while. That's another one with stickers. Man, a lot of them have stickers, which sucks. This one's cute. I shouldn't be picking these, but it's so hard not to. You know what I mean? Alright. Last book. Does it have stickers? No, it doesn't. Yay! So the rest of the books, I'll obviously take them off camera. The stickers and everything, just because it is a lengthy and long and tedious process of slowly peeling off old stickers. And I'll probably do that for another video or time. So now, with our clean books, it's time for the fun stuff, which is researching. And you're like, wait a minute, what do you mean researching? So what I mean by researching is, before we wrap them up, which is the next step, I like to make sure I take a photo of the book. So if I forget, I know what book I'm wrapping, right? Because once you wrap it, you can't unwrap it to look at the book and research it. And then I like to find out what it is about. So obviously this one is going to be bakery related. Obviously there's a chef involved, or a baker involved. There's romance involved. And then the research part is I Google the book and they tell me what it's about. Like, you know how Google will let you know, okay, this book's about this and that. Well, that's what I like to read. And then from the synopsis or the summary, I just like to pick out a couple of enticing words to describe the book, and then I write them down. So once I wrap it, I start writing those words down. And then I also, since I took a photo of the cover, I also like to basically stay in theme with the cover. So if the theme is, you know, these colors, for example, and it's also baking, I'm going to put like stickers that are like baking related. And then I'm also going to decorate the cover with these types of colors, just to, you know, entice people and also go with the theme. I love a good theme. And I just like staying on theme and everything. So that's what I usually do. Same with this. So you see how like, oh, this one's a good one. You see how this one's blue? So all of its decorations on the outside would be blue. This is cute. This looks like boy love. But yeah. And then like, it also just depends on like what other descriptive words there are, because some of them do get dark. And so I also like to put dark romance and like, you know, mafia related, for example, and stuff like that. We're going to start with obviously the Heartbreak Bakery. So what I usually do is I just take a photo and then I use Google to find like the summary or just really cool words to describe the book. It's a young adult novel about teenage baker named Sid in Austin, Texas, who discovers their post-breakup brownies have magical properties, causing anyone who eats them to break up with their partner. Sid must work with a cute bike delivery person, Harley, to undo the magical heartbreak and fix the relationships, including the one between the owners of the queer bakery Sid works at. That's so cool and magical. So the words that I would use for this would be just like, queer romance, heartbreak, magical, stuff like that. But that's so cool. Aw. Oh my god, it comes with its own... It comes with a recipe. Y'all, this is so cute. What? That's adorable. The whipped cream can get it, but only if you want it. There's 1 carton of heavy whipped cream. It's just whipped cream. How to do whipped cream. That's so cute. I'm definitely keeping that in that book, because that's gonna make someone's day, especially if they're into baking. Okay, so now that I've taken a photo and I know what the cover looks like, now that I know what it's about, I'm going to wrap it. I use craft paper. Why? Because Patricia supplies me with free craft paper, and because it is durable enough to keep the book safe, and also durable enough to make pockets so that I can put and stuff the book with stickers and pens. It's just, it's more sturdier than actual gift wrap, which tends to just fall apart the moment you look at it. I swear, it's not. This craft paper isn't so delicate. So, yeah. So you're probably wondering now, how do I wrap the book? I can make that into another video, because I had to take out, my phone and everything, and I'm not about to do all that for y'all. Still love y'all. So, since we searched up everything that is associated with it, I really like to put stickers and paper that are both associated with the actual book and with the theme of the cover. Sadly, all my stuff is in Ziploc bags, which is not really very efficient when it comes to being organized. And I think that may be a different video altogether. It's just me organizing my book bundle stuff. But yeah, so just watch me, I guess, decorate. I literally just go with vibes. So remember how it was a bakery themed? So I have bakery themed actual stickers. So I really like that. So this is what I usually do. So I literally just shoot. And then I also just that. I'll just decorate to my heart's content, y'all. I love doing that. I'll add some little stickers here as well. Usually, if they're tiny, they do get lost in the sauce, which is why I actually put it on the cover like that. I say lost in the sauce because they do get, lost in the little crevices of the actual book. So a lot of this is also intermingled with my junk journaling stuff. So see, here's more bakery related stuff, which is so cute. It's the same character though. I see. I also like to include these cards as well. And I write in them and I let people know what they're supporting, which is right now me. Basically, they are supporting my dream of eventually making an actual business. My name is Pao and you are supporting Cozy Pao Co. And then I'll just put it here like that. So this is cute too. I really like that. It's book related. There is magic in there, so I'll put this type of stuff in there. So stuff like that. And then I'll just really cutesy keep adding stuff like this and then add the words to it. I just got a new subscriber. Thank you so much. Shelf Control. I just saw that. That's adorable. And then usually I just start doodling as well. I don't know. Like, I like to put like little decorations here and there. So it's like, I know my hearts aren't the cutest, but it does give that feel of like small business when you do, in my opinion. Stuff like that, I don't know. I feel like it gives it a little extra touch, and you really don't have to like pay for this. This is just you getting creative. I think I'm gonna put another sticker over here, like something romantic. Like this. This is cute. Okay, cute. I get a lot of my supplies from either Amazon or Daiso. Just because of Daiso has a really cute selection of just the most random stickers that I love, that I'm just like, that's cute, foul work. So I'm putting a heart on that. That's really cute. I think I'm gonna do another one. I liked it so much, I'll do another one. Boop. That's cute. Okay, I'm going to write something in my little thank you card, and that should be it, y'all. Okay, so I wrote, thank you so much for purchasing this blind date with a book. By purchasing, you're directly supporting my small business, Cozy Pal Co., and I'm so grateful to have you here. So. And that is usually just the finishing touch. Let's take the glove first. Like so. I like to just boop. Ta-da! Isn't it cute, y'all? I love it. But yeah, that's essentially what I do for each and every book that I get. I, clean it, wrap it up, research it, and then make it bookshelf worthy, like this. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope this was a cool behind the scenes look on what I actually do in terms of like a small business and sourcing and stuff like that. I don't know if this was a in-depth review. It's just more of a behind the scenes of me just talking through it all. Honestly, halfway through it, I did get a little tired and I had to take a break because I was just getting really, really dizzy, which is concerning, but it's okay. I have to eat something. That just means I have to eat something. So, like I said, thank you guys so much for the continued support and everything. Yeah, go support your local library, you guys, because they need your support. So anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. Until the next one.